As you can see, their court adjourned in the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court. We're just trying to get, because of the bad audio, we're just trying to get exactly what transpired in court. They were in search of a postponement in this matter, so we'll try and get you what was the actual outcome of these court proceedings.
We'll try to get in touch with Lungani Mguni, who is our reporter. He's actually on the ground. He's been tracking the preparations to this court hearing. He was there yesterday. As I mentioned earlier, he saw some of the EFF supporters gathered in a night vigil. They were very strongly in support of their leader, their Commander-in-Chief, Julius Malema. They believe that the charges against him should be dropped, and they also believe that the entire act, that Riotous Assemblies Act, should in actual fact be scrapped. So that's one of the EFF's plans there.
Yeah, we're just coming in now. We do have the 5th of June. That is when the postponement will be. The state and Malema's lawyers agree on the 5th of June postponement there. And the magistrate there saying the case has been postponed. He says that he's aware of the pending outcome of the application in the High Court. So that is what has transpired this morning. Malema's lawyer, Tumi Mokoena, says 8 months will be enough if the state doesn't oppose their application to challenge the Riotous Assemblies Act, which is exactly what the charges are against Malema. His lawyer there also saying that they want the case postponed until the 5th of June. The prosecutor, Jabulani Motlatswa, explains what happened in Newcastle, Malema's intention to approach the High Court to actually challenge that act. So it's looking likely that this may go all the way to the Constitutional Court, but it has now officially been postponed until the 5th of June. That is what's transpired this morning. The other big story, Keopitz, is obviously the charges on the... we're getting some clarity on the speeding charge that Malema's driver was arrested for going 187 kilometers an hour on the way to court this morning. What do we know more?
Well, what we know from Julius Malema's personal tweet was that he himself wasn't arrested because there was a bit of miscommunication there earlier on that Julius himself was in fact arrested on his way to court. Clearly, they were in a rush to get there on time. He didn't want to miss his appearance. And he says here, and I'll just read it out loud, he says, "The report that I'm arrested for speeding are absolute nonsense. I will be at the Bloemfontein Magistrates Court this morning for land." Julius, they're just re-emphasizing the fact that he is standing strong behind his cause. He wants to fight for this land. And, you know, there are also those allegations being placed against him by some of the civil rights societies, just saying that he's actually inciting violence by declaring that he's going to be going after land that is also occupied. You know, initially in his official statement, he says he's going to be going after land that is occupied. But when he spoke after his last appearance in Newcastle Magistrates Court, while addressing his supporters, he made some very strong statements there, Peter. He mentioned that even land that is currently occupied by whites will be taken from them and occupied, or given rather, to the blacks. So a lot of people have been coming up against that very strongly, Peter, just saying that it's actually against the Land Reform Act to be performing land grabs, and that Julius Malema is actually inciting a criminal activity. But we can see clearly that he still stands strong behind his thoughts there regarding the